Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Afron Framble, and here are the games, movies, and shows I'm looking forward to in October 2022. A lot of great things coming down the pipeline, and I'm going to break it down by the updates we've had this month in September about future projects, even if they extend beyond October. But first, I'd like to mention a slight change to something I've covered last month. Because I recorded it early, dates are likely to shift around. In this case, I said Andor was coming out at the end of August, beginning of September, around that area. The date was delayed, though, to September 27th. And She Hulk is 9 episodes rather than the typical 6 for Disney Plus Marvel shows. This is more closely resembling WandaVision because the episodes are a little shorter. As of Disney Plus Day and the D23 conference, there have been a lot of projects revealed. I won't go through those as my updates consistently contain month by month releases, and there are a lot of announcements for things coming out in the next few years. So that covers a lot of material, and I really only go month by month because a lot of things change. It gets a little bit too much to go through everything all at once like that. So, what I do want to cover here is that the same thing happened with games, a lot of updates and new games coming out. As of this recording, the Tokyo Game Show has just wrapped up. There were a few good updates, specifically another Street Fighter game and more on God of War Ragnarok, but despite a lot of hype from fans expecting there to be trailers or news, there has been nothing for Final Fantasy games at all, which is surprising considering the Crisis Core remaster is coming out this winter and others are soon after. 16 next summer and 7 Rebirth next winter. There might be a Square Enix Presents. In fact, I'm pretty sure if they're not coming out with anything, I mean, if they haven't come out with anything by now, the game show is totally wrapped up. There probably is going to be, I'd say, like, I'm maybe 85% sure there's going to be something within a couple months. So, got to be something maybe next month. I'm going to guess that in October we'll see something come out, or maybe even the end of, as of this recording, September. So as of watching this right now, there may have been something that came out. Square Enix Presents on Crisis Core or 16 or 7 Rebirth. However, a Nintendo Direct came out with another teaser for the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with a release date. This will be called Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and is slated for a May 12th release. I practically ignored everything else on that Direct as it was a lot of noise, it was quantity over quality, it was just a bunch of stuff thrown at us, a lot of farming, sci-fi. You get stranded on a desert planet and you start farming to survive. I know there are a lot of hardcore fans of the Fire Emblem series, Mario, Rabbids, and Rayman, Splatoon, a lot of the smaller franchises, but I'm more of a Zelda fan. And I also feel like it's about time for another mainland Mario game to be announced. Speaking of Mario, the Illuminations Mario is still on track for spring, but no trailer for that yet. There was just a little note, hey, we're still doing the movie, by the way. So for October releases, Overwatch 2, Nier Automata, and No Man's Sky are the biggest profile games the first half of the month. I haven't really gotten into any of these. I thought that they looked really cool. I just hadn't had the opportunity to play these. There's just so much that will be released hard and fast. For the second half, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Persona 5 Royal, or Royale, I don't know what the pronunciation is there, Bayonetta 3, and several Resident Evil projects are being released, Reverse and Villager Winter's expansion. But above all, the one I'd love to play the most is Gotham Knights. Unfortunately, I haven't saved up enough for a PlayStation 5, so I'll have to wait to play that one because it's only releasing on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S or X, whatever I don't know the difference between those. I'm getting a PlayStation 5. So, in the meantime, I'll forge ahead with my current list in anticipation of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, playing through Remake with Chapter 4 and speculating on the original content that will show up in Rebirth, along with my playthrough of Final Fantasy II starting this month. So, when it gets to, like, I think when the next Pokemon game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out, I'll also play that, and so each of the games that come out concurrently with what I'm doing. I may put some extra content with that up as well. So for movies, October 14th, Halloween Ends is coming out, but who are we kidding? We still haven't seen the last of Michael Myers. He's going to come back in 18 more movies, or, you know, that's my guess anyway. Black Adam is coming out on the 21st, and that's all that catches my eyes for movies. I do feel like there are movies I'm glossing over that may be hidden gems, but we'll see if anything surprises us. For Netflix, I'll just list the movies and shows I might get into because there are a lot of movies that have already come out, but they're just piling them on to Netflix. So these aren't necessarily these aren't Netflix originals. These are older movies. Within the first week, we have Call Me by Your Name, starring Timothy Chalamet. City Slickers is a classic. Land of the Lost was okay, not Will Ferrell's best work, I don't think. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Rush Hour and Rush Hour 3, so there's just a lot of turn-of-the-century action movies. Season 7 of Nailed It comes out on the 5th, and that's always a good time. I love trying to bake the things that they come out with that on that show, and it's just great. I know there are some good Halloween specials. Guillermo del Toro is in there. I'm sure I'll catch something in passing, but nothing to look forward to per se. Disney Plus continues its run of She-Hulk and gets underway with Andor. Nothing else very notable, but we're getting ready for Black Panther Wakanda Forever in November, which is going to be huge, introducing Namor, who is one of the first Marvel characters to ever be created. This month is a big month for gaming, and I'm here for it. So those are the things I'm most excited for in October. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments, and thanks for watching.